everybody, it's time to LOL. Listen out loud, that is. It's time for Anime Jam Session with DJ Ranma S, Mako-chan, and Ari Rockefeller.
Hey everybody, welcome to Anime Jam Session, episode number 557. We are a podcast that talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. I'm DJ Ranma S.
And I am Ari Rockefeller.
And Mako is out tonight. She does not have COVID. Hopefully she doesn't, which means she's just out sick. She's not feeling too well. But if she ends up catching COVID, that means my ass is fucked.
It's not going to be fun for anyone.
No, I believe it. I'm just saying, if it happens, can it be a little bit closer to the weekend? Because I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day vacation from work. The downside is we won't be able to go out and see Jay and Silent Bob, and that's gonna suck.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
And I think I put insurance on the ticket so I can get a refund because of that. I think I have to double check. I just thought about that, you know. Ugh.
I'm honestly surprised I never got sick with this personally in all this time. But
it's funny. I thought like last month before we went to go see Atlantis, I thought I had it, but took the test, no symptoms. I was fine. I'm just like, oh, thank God, you know. It's just one less thing in this world to deal with, and I'm just like, nope, we can't have this. I have to see the angry one perform. You know, we can't have this. Oh man. Oh wow, what a week, and it's only Tuesday.
Those are the worst kind of weeks.
So, how are you tonight, sir? Same.
I've been better.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it in my voice. So, we are live tonight, week of August 30th, 2022, right here on Twitch TV. You can catch us here live Tuesdays from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And as always, it's Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session. And we're also part of the Voice of Geeks network at vognetwork.com. And they're also on Twitch, and you can find them at Twitch TV/VogNetwork. And come hang out with us in our Discord at vognetwork.com/Discord, where every show that's part of the Voice of Geeks network has their own channel. So come through and hang out with us. Whew. And since it's only me and Ari, the show may go a little short tonight, just to see how things go. So, no worries. But anywho,
sidetracking should be kept to a minimum. It should.
Yeah, should. So, Ari, how was your week? How was your day?
Well, the good news is that I got paid today.
Ka-ching.
And because it was the third biweekly payday of the month, it's, it was the one without taxes taken out, which was a good boon for me.
Wait. So in a month, if you have 3 pay periods in a month, the third one is tax free?
It is if you get paid biweekly.
Wow.
At least that's how it is in Jersey. I don't know how it is in New York.
No, it is not like that in New York. I can tell you that right now.
But yeah, I just ended up paying off bills, getting groceries, got some more of the carbonated water that I like.
That's good.
But other than that, most of it's just been, therapy's been going really good.
That's good.
I'm making really good strides with it. I don't have to use the cane to walk around too much, but if it comes to it where I'm still, if I'm still, just wrapping up, therapy, when we get to the, to a couple weeks from now, I'm still just going to have it just in case. You never know.
Mm-hmm. And as Pod Culture says, our chat room here at Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session, paid bi-weekly, tax semi-monthly.
And other than that, it's just been, therapy and sitting at home doing very little.
Any like power yoga or anything like that?
I'm starting to make it's starting to feel a little better, so I can go a little bit, more, and not intense.
You're pushing yourself a little bit more each day.
Yeah.
That's good. And that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, dude. So my weekend day has just been essentially the same, except that I went with Mako. We went over to our friends for the yearly French Day festivities, and we end up burning the last of our friend's ex-husband's stuff. It was fun. It was nice. You gotta love the methodically ripping of a yearbook and just letting it go all up in flames.
Would have loved to have been there for that.
Well, maybe next year, but then again, there's no more flames, so all we're gonna do is just hang out in the pool till like all hours of the night, Nothing like a late midnight swim,
I'm okay with that too.
See, there you go. And the thing is, my plans were to come home Friday from work, relax for a few minutes, do my laundry, and then come home. Go back out, meet up with some friends for a little get together. All that did not happen because I ended up working late on Friday. I just came home, just relaxed. And by the time I had my energy together, I just grabbed my bag and I left and meet up with some friends, then hop on the bus to go out for our little trench day event. So that's basically has been the long and short of my week. And like I said, because of the holidays and my job, I have Friday and Monday off. So I have some plans. So hopefully I will be pretty much healed, to endure and do all this cool stuff. So, So enough about that. We're going to get to some housekeeping. 1 second. Let's see. Where is it? Nope. There we go. We're getting into a bit of some housekeeping so you can be up to date on to what's going on with Anime Jam Session. And don't forget, every episode of Anime Jam Session is available on YouTube. You can find episodes at youtube.com/Anime Jam Session. Click on playlists, then go right on over to Podcast VODs. All episodes of Anime Jam Session are available there, so definitely swing by and check them out. And don't forget, we have our list of upcoming conventions. These are cons we will be attending, and these may change at the very last minute due to availability of staffers and health restrictions. Because don't forget, we are still in a pandemic. RetroCon, September 24th to the 25th, Oaks, Pennsylvania. Another AnimeCon, October 16th to the 18th at Westford, Massachusetts. DerpyCon, October 28th to the 30th, East Brunswick, New Jersey. Anime NYC, November 18th to the 20th, Jacob K. Javits Center, New York City. And the one thing about RetroCon is, since I'm going with a partner of mine, and I haven't decided if I'm going to take my camera to take pictures for the site or just actually go and attend for the fun of it.
I guess you'll wait till you get closer to make a better decision.
Yeah, because I will bring the whole kit and caboodle, but it's at the location where ZenkaiCon was that one year, where it was like a 5 to 10 minute walk from the hotel to the convention center. And I want to like bring the camcorder to record stuff and all of that, but I haven't fully decided on how this is gonna go. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I said I'm just only going just so I can meet Venus Terzo so she could sign my Ranma 1/2 art book. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But So enough about that. We're going to get into Geek Roundtable. This is where we talk more about the geekier aspects of our life. Geeky stuff we've been up to and geek stuff we want to share. So what do you have for us this week, Ari?
Well, I don't have anything specific to share, physically, but as I was playing through Sword and Shield a little bit more, I'd realized that I hadn't bought the expansion pass, which I had thought I had once upon a time.
Right.
But I'm like, wait, looking like, wait, I thought I bought it. But I was just like, okay, sure, I'll go ahead and purchase it because just want to get through the rest of the stuff. And I played through the Armor Island stuff, like side story. Got the Urushifu. That's the Pokemon you get at the end.
Right, right.
Oh, Cub Fu. That's the name of it. Its base form. And now I already saved before getting into the Crown Tundra section, because when you go online and you interact with other people, they get little like tags here, like I fought like this Pokemon and I captured. Look, there's a gigantic X-ray, and you'll have to see a little symbol for a crown or armor.
Right.
I'm like, I gotta get on that. I really gotta get into that. Also, I think the white section, like some of the lights on my graphics card in my computer are not working properly because it's now just solid red instead of red and white.
Run the there should be separate software that handles the lighting on it, so you should look into that.
You mean outside of the IQ stuff?
Yeah. The Corsair IQ doesn't handle that. That should be a third-party software for that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me. One of my coworkers, he just built up a new machine, and he got like the Corsair, like RGB fans and stuff like that. And I think we were talking about how he was running it off the board, and I told him you need like the Commander core to properly do it because Corsair doesn't play well like that. But he already got it figured out, so So, as for me, I'm still watching anime, and because my normal TV shows are done for the year, I've somehow picked up like on 8 to 9 anime titles. I'm currently watching Call of the Night, Vermeil Gold, of course Season 2 of Love Live Superstar, a couple of Kukos, Lycoris Recoil, which is really good, and Parallel World Pharmacy. That is a great anime, but the way it mirrors our healthcare system, it'll kind of piss you off.
Yeah, that was the first place my jokes were going. Like, parallel world where you don't have to get charged far out the ass for medicine.
Well, actually, yes. The kid that runs the pharmacy, he's a son of a world famous pharmacist, and he's charging everybody at low rates to where everybody can afford it, and it's already pissing off the other guild.
They hate competition. They have to
competition and knowledge and care.
Improve or die. Have fun.
Yeah, and there's one person in the guild is telling them you got to improvise, and they're like they don't want to hear it. So But enough about that. My item I was going to show off was a box of stuff that I ordered last week, but I'll probably save it for next week because there's still plenty of it. Because I got an email from Best Buy yesterday about a package. I was like, oh yeah, that comes out tomorrow. So came home and saw this gem sitting up on the porch.
Nice.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. And what's
awesome.
Thanks. And what's cool is there are a few Turtles games on here that I never got a chance to play, so I'm gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna
like which ones?
Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project I never played. I know there was 2 for the Game Boy I didn't play. There was Tournament Fighters for NES I didn't play. So the rest I did play, but what's cool is I have the 8-bit Do Super NES Switch Bluetooth controller, so I will be putting in some work on that controller while playing these games. So I'm kind of happy, which is why I got it for Switch, because most of these Nintendo game, most of these TMNT games were on an NES console. So to me, I felt it would be a
It
lot
felt appropriate.
exactly. It would be better if I got it for Switch as opposed to like PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. And now that we got that out the way, let's get into tonight's roundup. We can just bounce it back and forth.
Okay. Who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So we've been hearing about the hemorrhaging at Warner Brothers Discovery. There are so many shows that are being canceled and kicked to the side because the new idiotic CEO believes that unscripted shows sell more and that women will love it more. Evidently, this guy doesn't know his ass from a hole in a wall, which is probably how he became CEO. Now, from what we are hearing, Warner Brothers Discovery has no plans to mess with Toonami, which is a good thing. As reported from Game Rant, that the company has no plans to cut the Toonami block. They also confirmed that the block will continue its slate of original animated projects, which includes Housing Complex C horror anime, which will premiere on October 1st. The project represents the block's recent commitment to producing original anime or anime-adjacent content alongside English-dubbed versions of Japanese anime. Yuji Nara is directing the series at Okikubo-based animation studio Akatsuki, which has worked on a Gucci ad featuring an animated version of Miley Cyrus. Amphibian is credited for the original concept. Jason DeMarco, creative director of Toonami and senior vice president of action and anime for Warner Media, is the executive producer, and Production IG USA's Maki Terashima Furuta is the producer. This is the person that worked on Furikuri Alternative, Fina, Pirate Princesses. The statement may come as a reassurance to anime fans amid the company's recent upheavals. According to insider leaks, the consolidations and restructuring have involved numerous cuts to HBO Max's lineup, including several animation projects and the live-action Batgirl film, which I know everybody's upset about. I'm not upset about it, but I'm disappointed because I was legitimately curious about this. But on the plus side, the Urkel Christmas special got the axe, so there is a silver lining here somewhere.
I'd take the wins when you can get them.
Exactly. And for those of you who do not know, Warner Bros. Discovery did announce that they will be merging their streaming services into one platform next year. There is no brand name pricing behind this at all. We don't know. Warner Media also announced a reorganization of its divisions in 2019 that brings many of its subsidiaries and brands, including Otter Media, which covers Elation, at the time, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, VRV, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, and Boomerang into a single global kids and young adults unit, which to me makes absolutely no sense. I don't even know anymore.
Honestly, I don't think they even know anymore.
And as Pod Culture says, still salty Batgirl got canceled. Brother, I don't blame you one bit. All right, we need a bit of positive news, I suppose. So, Ari, tell them about One Piece Film Red.
I thought you said they wanted good news.
Yeah, well, for some people, it's good news. Some.
Okay, One Piece Film Red is currently charting its course. Oh my god! Through the Japanese box office, climbing higher and higher waves each week and breaking record after record. Like Luffy earning his place in the history books. They're really going in on this, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Today, Japanese press reported that the Toei Animation-produced film has surpassed 11 billion yen, making it the highest-grossing anime film in Japan of all time, pushing 2021's Evangelion 30+10 Thrice Upon a Time out of the top 10. As of August 28th, Red's 23rd day in theaters, the film has reached 11.45 billion yen, which is about $83.32 million, on the back of 8.2 million tickets sold. 10th highest grossing anime film in Japan and a 29th film overall in the country, just behind Star Wars: The Force Awakens at 27th place. It's also the second fastest film to reach 11 billion yen, just after Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba: The Mugen Train. In the 2022 box office ranking, which Japanese box offices track as December 2021 to November 2022, One Piece Film Red is still behind Top Gun Maverick in second place with an impressive 11.81 billion, and Jujutsu Kaisen 0 at 13.75 billion. And they're predicting that it's going to reach the 15 billion yen milestone.
I actually need to finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
Just add that to the ever-growing list of things I got to watch.
Yep.
Let's see. Uda, here's the Seafaring musical. It's a musical?
Oh,
I
good
legit
lord.
did not know that. Huh?
Oh, good lord.
Uta, the most beloved singer in the world, renowned for concealing her own identity while performing, her voice has come to be described as otherworldly. Now, for the first time ever, Uta will reveal herself to the world at a live concert, as the venue fills with all kinds of Uta fans, excited pirates, the Navy watching closely, and the Straw Hats led by Luffy, who simply came to enjoy her sonorous performance. The voice that the whole world has been waiting for is about to resound. The story begins with the shocking fact that she is Shanks' daughter.
Wow.
There's a twist I didn't see coming.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Also, it's hard to believe there's 1,000 episodes of this.
I mean, there's also 1,000 episodes of Detective Conan, but that's a better quality anime, though. I mean, if you're going to spend if you can spend 500 hours watching an anime series, make sure it's a good quality series too. That's all I'm saying.
Pardon me.
You're excused. And now, in regards to top quality anime, we're going to talk about Dragon Ball. And the most recent Dragon Ball Super film, Superhero. It has beaten Broly, and it's now in the top 5 of all-time anime films in the U.S. So far, it has reached over $30 million after its second week of release in North America. It brings the film Dragon Ball Super Broly, which finished out with around 30 million. Wow. The anime films that has earned more than their final U.S. box office totals are Pokémon the first movie. Yeah, there's no way you're dethroning that one. There's no way.
It's going to take some effort.
It's going to take something special. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train, and Pokemon 2000, the movie. The box office website, Box Office Mojo, reported that Jujutsu Kaisen 0 earned over 29 million, while the numbers website reported around 33 million. So, okay, I can get with that. Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, is bringing in an estimated $4.5 million this weekend, with ranks at number 5 for the time frame, below Top Gun Maverick, and above DC League of Super Pets. It opened on over 4,000 screens in over 3,100 theaters, including those with premium offerings such as IMAX, 4DX, Dolby Cinemas, MX4B, and D-Box. I do wonder how much more money the Demon Slayer movie would have brought in if it wasn't under a pandemic, under those restrictions.
It probably would have done a lot better, I think.
Yeah, it probably would have given Pokemon the first movie a run for its money. In its first extended weekend, it earned over $3.4 million in the U.S. on 327 IMAX screens, which is a record IMAX U.S. opening for anime films. 70% of the film's first weekend total came from IMAX screenings, and 40% came from a premium large format screening, including IMAX and its competitors. Box Office Mojo lists the film as having made over $53 million worldwide before this weekend estimated box office returns. The film earned with over $21 million in the U.S. in the top opening weekend in North America. The first weekend box office alone already made it the number 6 highest grossing film ever in the U.S. box office. The film has also opened in Mexico, Argentina, Peru, Ireland, Chile, other countries outside the U.S. with over $12.3 million. Wow, that's a lot of money.
And it wasn't marketed all that well, apparently.
No, it really wasn't. But then again, most movies really haven't been marketed well because, pandemic, if you ask me. But Dragon Ball is basically a household name at this point.
Yeah, I would have saw it in IMAX.
I'm probably going to end up waiting until it hits Crunchyroll to watch it. Alright. The film is the third anime film to top U.S. weekend box office, and it's number 3 in its highest openings, after Pokémon the first movie with over $31 million back in 1999, and Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie Mugen Train with over $21 million back in 2021. Comparatively, Dragon Ball Super Broly earned over $9.8 million in its opening weekend with over 1,200 theaters in U.S. and Canada. Dragon Ball Superhero opened in Japan on June 11th. The film sold about 498,000 tickets for about 670 million yen, which is about $5 million in its first 2 days. The film has earned over nearly 2.5... Am I reading this correctly? 2.5 billion yen, which is about 18.11 million as of August 7th. Wow, that's... I think that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not enough to stop One Piece, but whatever. Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures are screening the film in theaters worldwide this summer, with the widest opening ever for an anime film. Gee, I wonder why. The film opened in the US, Canada, and the UK, and Ireland on Friday. The screenings include both the original Japanese audio with subtitles with the dub. The company is distributing the film in all continents, including North America, Latin America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, including Japan, and 13 dubbed languages and 29 subbed languages. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Oh, damn.
You all right there, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just... I have a difficulty.
And Bonzo06 says Crunchyroll had ads for all those films on freaking repeat every damn ad break. See, I wouldn't know because my Crunchyroll subscription is ad free, so... Now, let's talk about AnimeTizen.
Okay. The world's largest comprehensive database on Japanese anime, AnimeTizen, was opened to the public on August 25th at 1 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Taizen means a book that collects all things related to the matter in Japanese. Since 2015, the Association of Japanese Animations, or AJA, has promoted the Anime Next 100 project to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Japanese animation. As a major initiative of the project, the database was first revealed on a trial basis on October 22, 2021, and after confirming functionality and operation, making improvements and updates, it has now been released to the public. At the end of this past July, it has approximately 15,000 registered titles, mainly Japanese commercial anime works released from 1917 to the present. In addition to the title name searches, the database has search functions for chronology, Japanese syllabary, keywords, and the like. As a result of the research to date, the number of episodes amounts to approximately $180,000. And there's a tweet that says, an hour after its release, the site still seems to be difficult to connect due to heavy access. The Anime Next 100 official Twitter asks that please give it some time and try again. And I will link to the article in question in the in the chat so you can see what all these graphs that are popping up. It just shows, I guess, how many titles came from which decade.
Hey, you know what would be cool if they enable a English translation of the site? That would be kind of cool.
It would be, but it would be a huge effort, and it's not going to be perfect.
But it's plausible, though. It could happen. So
yeah, plausible, yeah, but they got to see how well everyone reacts to this first.
I mean, you can use a translator on the browser, which is one thing, but it'd just be cool. You wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, but even Google Translate gets shit wrong, like very wrong sometimes.
I'd rather deal with the mistranslation of Google Translate as opposed to Babelfish.
Oh God, let's not even talk about Babelfish.
See?
Oh, those are nightmarish.
Now let's talk about Netflix for a second. They just made a deal with Nippon TV that they will be adding 13 of their titles to their streaming platform. Netflix will be adding the first 38 episodes of Hunter x Hunter from the 2011 series in 104 countries, All Run High Host Club in 190 countries, and Claymore in 136 countries starting on September 1st. The following titles will stream on Netflix at a later date: Death Note Relight 1 and 2, From Me to You Season 2, 1997's Berserk, Parasite the Maxim, Nana, Hajime no Ippo the Fighting, and Monster. Now, here's the thing. Netflix is already airing some of these titles, but they're also talking about a more of a worldwide distribution and it being translated in different languages as well. So, I believe some of these are already on Netflix, so if it's not there, you're getting some more primo stuff. So, I think that's kind of cool. And since we're on the topic of Netflix, there's also some other cool stuff that they're working on too. If I can just get the browser open, cool. Like the release of the Full Metal Alchemist movies. The second one has already been released. I need to sit down and watch that probably this weekend. The third one will be coming out September 24th, so that's going to be pretty awesome. You'll also see the series Cyberpunk Edge Runners coming out next month as well. It'll be, I believe, the entire season of that. Episodes 13 to 24 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. And I don't know why it take you so long putting those episodes out, but you'll also see Studio Colorido's Drifting Home on September 16th and Pokemon the Arceus Chronicles on September 23rd. The two sequel FMA films feature a returning cast from the first live-action movie. The film star Ryosuke Yamada of Heisei Jump and live-action Assassination Classroom's Nagisa as Edward Elric. Otomo Mizuishi, who is Garo, Makano High, and Prince of Tennis' second season musicals as Alphonse Edric, doing the voice and the mocap. Let's see, what else we have here? Tsubasa Honda, who played the role of Futaba in Life Spring's Blue Spring Ride, live action I meant, will be Winry Rockbell, and Dean Fujioka, who played in live action Happy Marriage as Roy Mustang. That's going to be pretty cool. So, let's see. Here we go. What's interesting is Fumiko Sori, who worked on the live-action Ping Pong, returned to direct these films. So, basically, Hagare no Renkinjutsu, Kaneksu Hen, Fukushoka Scar opened in Japan on May 20th and follows Edward's fight with the character Scar. The film earned over 96 million yen, which is about $754,000, in its first 3 days, and ranked number 9 in its opening weekend. Netflix US began streaming the film on August 20th. Hagare no Renkijutsu, Kaneketsu Saigo no Rensei opened on Japan on June 24th and depicts the story's final battle. Other films commemorate the 20th anniversary of Hiromu Arakawa's original FMA manga. The first live-action film opened at the Tokyo International Film Festival October 2017 for its world premiere before opening in Japan on December 2017. Now, I thought it was a good film, I felt that if they added at least another 10-15 minutes, they could have split that into 2 parts. And the thing is, if you didn't know what FMA was all about, you would have gotten lost real quick watching that.
Yeah, these kind of movies tend to be just companion pieces for the main franchise.
More or less, I mean, look at the Kenshin films. Those didn't go fast. It went at a normal pace so you could understand it. The FMA film went pretty quick. They packed so much in. I understand it. They didn't really have to do that, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ari, tell us about this new deal with Mini and Pokemon.
Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a YouTube video in it, so I'll be sure to link that as well.
Sounds good.
Pokemon announced a new collaboration with Mini to bring a new Pokemon model of the electric Mini Concept Aceman car. And it was revealed at opening night live at Gamescom on Tuesday. The hatchback has a neon, futuristic look to it that's all very reminiscent of an LED gaming setup. A trailer showing off the fully electric hatchback shows the beloved Pokemon front and center on a digital dashboard. As you start the car, an electric animation plays and electrical bolts light up around the dashboard. The model also sports animated pixelated front lights on its bumper, as well as a custom puddle light that shine Mini X Pokemon when you open the doors. According to Oliver Hellemer, head of Mini Design, you can connect your gaming console to the car, but it's unclear what this means. The assumption is that you can play your Switch while the vehicle is parked and charging.
Makes sense.
Also, there's a built-in projector in case you get the urge to rewatch old movies while hanging out under bridges with your friends, as goes in the commercial.
That's kind of cool.
It's basically a specialized version of a previously announced model, which you can learn about on Mini's website. They're promoting a playful mindset, and the official motto of the collaboration is "Play on, never stop playing." And you've seen the commercial; it shows clips from the first Pokemon movie, which, including the main the key shower Ash, comes striding out of the smoke with all the other Pokemon behind him. Good stuff.
Makes sense.
I mean, I want one, but I'm never going to be able to fit in one of these if they do decide to come to America.
Well, if you do, somebody will make the same joke they made about Gabriel Iglesias when he got out of a VW Bug.
How'd you fit in there, SA?
Hey, check it out! It's the Fat and the Furious.
You're just gonna hear me with the engine revving up to like pushing the needle into the red, like Pikachu, use Volt Tackle, and then just.
I like the way that sounds. Oh man. Oh yeah. One more thing before we get into Meanwhile in Japan. I meant to set this up tonight, but it totally slipped my mind. We will be doing Hello Fresh again for a month of September. So you'll be seeing some ads coming back. So when you see this, show us a little bit of love because we really appreciate y'all trying it out the first time we did this sponsorship deal back in I think was
the summer.
Earlier this summer. So we really appreciate that. So when you see it again, show it a little love. We really appreciate you on that. So because we got to pay the bills one way or another. And now we're at the part of the show that y'all really stick around for. Meanwhile in Japan. Let's see here. Which one do you want to do, Ari?
I'll take the first one.
All right.
A sushi chef drops a knife on the train, causes panic and delays.
What?
Let's see. Given the general rarity of firearms in Japan, knives are frequently used by those looking to intimidate others or inflict violence, like kitchen knives especially. So these kitchen tools can be a cause for alarm when seen outside their natural habitat, such as on an express train running in the Keikyu airport line in Oda, Tokyo, about 6:40 p.m. on August 26. It was there that at least 3 kitchen knives fell out of a man's bag, causing one panicked passenger hit the emergency door cock, a lever that allows passengers to manually open carriage doors. Luckily, the train made an emergency stop at Awamori Inari Station, so passengers could escape through the doors onto the platform. Some also called emergency 110 for the police or posted on social media that there's a person with a knife on the train. It was quickly learned the owner of the knives was simply a sushi chef in his 50s who was moving his tools to his new workplace. He was a little tipsy at the time. Oh, that's a great combination. And had dozed off while riding the train, and a sashimi knife, kitchen knife, and a pointed carving knife known as a debabocho that he kept in a drawstring bag had gotten loose and fell out when he moved.
Whoops.
Let's see. Oh, and, the online commenters dragged them, of course. Wrap it up properly. Shouldn't they be in cases? Even if they fall, it's not obvious what they are. It doesn't seem very professional. Not just someone that jumped out onto the tracks and got hit. When with the cookies go, I would always carry knives on a train. I guess he can't do that anymore. He should do community service by sharpening people's knives for free. I think it should be If we had guns, this wouldn't happen. God damn it, Japan. That's not helping.
It really isn't.
The rule of carrying knives in Japan is you need to have an immediate lawful reason for having it. And they say, they issue a warning to people who take knives camping not to leave them in the car. And if they find a knife during a camping trip, it's for them, but if they find it 3 days after, it could be deemed an offense. Okay, I read this the entirely wrong way when I went by the title. Because when it said, drops knife on the train, part of me thought, wait, did he drop it down onto the tracks or something? Because I saw footage, it was of a VTuber reacting to expensive fails, but
yeah,
I saw footage of a VTuber reacting. Someone on a New York subway had left a bicycle, in the path of a train, and as the train was driving by without stopping, it completely destroyed the bike.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Bomb, and there were explosions, little bombs going off because
it was.
I guess
no, it's
overloads or power surges. Or something?
It's one of those e-bikes. No, it's not an e-bike. It's because it's one of those. It's not really an e-bike. It's one of those city bikes, but it's just fully metal and stuff like that. So that's what it was. I didn't see the React video. I just saw the actual video.
I can link it to you in a bit.
Yeah, send it my way. 'Cause I'm curious about see the reaction on that. So I've seen that video before. I think I watched it multiple times to see which train station it was.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you'd know where this is, wouldn't you?
Probably. Now, we're going to talk more about train delays. A train was delayed because a train driver's tablet was locked with a password that he could not remember.
Oh, boy.
So, last June, JR East digitized the timetables issued to train drivers instead of giving them a tablet that displayed the correct arrival and departure times and could be updated automatically. However, when one driver left Koriyama Station at 6:18 p.m. on August 20th, about 3 minutes into his route, he went to his tablet to check the schedule. However, attempts to unlock it were unsuccessful as his passwords were rejected.
Ouch.
The delay was caused by the driver having to repeatedly check the timetable during stops at stations such as Asakanagaramori and Yayagawa along the way to the final destination. The cumulative total for these checks were 23 minutes by the time we reached Mito, and some 60 passengers were said to have been affected by the delay. According to the reports, drivers are given multiple tablets for different tasks, and in this case, the driver lost track of the timetable tablet in particular. This is the second time in many months that the delay has occurred. On July 8th at 6:55 p.m., a driver was getting ready to depart from JR Ishinomaki Station in neighboring Miyazaki Prefecture, bound for Sendai. However, just before his departure, the driver went to check the schedule on his tablet, but couldn't because he forgot the password. The driver decided to wait at the station till someone could give him a paper copy of the timetable. However, this method resulted in a 22-minute delay that affected about 120 people. A rep from JR Fukushima said they would provide more guidance to drivers about remembering passwords. A simple solution would be to just disable the lock, since the schedule isn't exactly classified information that they have to worry about falling into the wrong hands. Either way, they'll have to deal with the problem one way or another, because Japanese people simply do not tolerate late trains. Perhaps the only bright side of the story is that no trains were accidentally early, because that really gets people angry, oddly enough.
What?
Well, if a train, think about it. Wouldn't you get mad if the train pulled out early instead of on time?
Oh, pulled out early instead.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I don't know why I thought you said arrived early. I'm like, huh?
Well, here's another thing. I mean, if they're assigning these tablets to the conductors, I would say put fingerprint IDs on them or something like that. That way, if they forget the password, fingerprint.
The fingerprint is the password in that case.
Yeah. And one thing that I always hated is like when you put the screen protectors on your phone, it takes it about a week or so to recognize your thumbprint after you're pressing hard on it over and over, because you got to make sure it melds in. And then one day you just tap it and it unlocks your phone. It's like, what? Oh well. Let's see, what do we have here? There's one more story here. Let me take a look. You know what? Let's for once the images actually pop up, but you know what? Let's save this for next week. We'll save this for Mako.
Mm-hmm.
I'll edit the storyline, so you know we're golden at this point. And what you know, we're basically done like 34 minutes early.
I would say we're professional, but that's a goddamn lie.
Professional what? Well, since we're early, did you see Monday Night Raw?
No, I didn't. I actually haven't watched wrestling in a while.
Same here. I stopped watching because of the pandemic, because there's nobody in the audience, so it was no fun, you know, it was no motivation for me. Even the
funnest part about wrestling in the bubble was Stone Cold doing his entire shtick, and when he said he blew himself up doing his entrance, and then he tried to like get a "give me a hell yeah" from an empty house.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not the same. Oh, and then he, I believe it was Corey Graves was in the ring of him.
Yeah.
He kicked him in the balls when he stunnered him.
I mean, the only time I really watch Monday Night Raw is like if I'm not gaming with Kuro Hikari-chan because she's sick or something's come up or something like that. That's the only time I will. But other than that, you know I record it and all of that. But, you know, I mean, I still have Peacock for the pay-per-views. I will watch Clash at the Castle. I think that's this weekend or next.
Oh, by the way, you got the link in our Skype chat, right?
Oh, yeah, I saw it, yeah. So, enough about that. We don't have much to really talk about post-mortem, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show.
Okay.
So, if you like tonight's show, tell a friend. They in turn will tell another friend, and so on and so forth. We're independent podcasters, independent streamers. We do this for the fun of it. What we like and don't like, we're going to tell you straight up. So if you have any questions about tonight's show, drop us a line at podcast@animejamsession.com. Again, that is podcast@animejamsession.com. We're here to believe you. Don't forget to check out our website at animejamsession.com, where you will find our weekly podcast, links to our YouTube page of convention videos, links to our Facebook page of cosplay coverage, anime reviews, cosplay tips and tricks, cosplay reviews, editorials, so much more at AnimeJamSession.com. And if you like this week's show and you want to check out some of our older shows, pull up your podcasting app and just do a search. We're available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spotify, all of them. Just search Anime Jam Session and episodes will come up. And what's cool is some of these podcasting apps will allow you to leave reviews. So we really appreciate a 5-star review here and there. And down below, not below, our social media. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook so you know when we're going live, when articles are going up, when episodes are going up, and all that, and then some. And down below is our links. You can click on our link for our stream elements or Ko-Fis if you're going to throw us a few dollars. Or if you're in the chat with us, you can cheer us on with some bits. We'd appreciate that. You can also subscribe to the channel and give out gift subscriptions. September's right around the corner. Or you can also auto-host us. Every little bit we really appreciate. So we can't thank you enough for that. So now we're going to go around, actually back and forth for last words. Last words, Ari.
The Dominaria United spoilers and magic are really getting to me because they did some of my heroes dirty in there.
My last words, turtles fight with honor. Well, that is it. End of list. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Mako will be back feeling a lot better and all that, then some. So we're going to get the heck up on out of here. So that is it. End of list. I'm Ranma.
And I'm Ari.
Great fight, great night. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Say goodnight, Ari.
Good night, Ari.
Good night, Ranma. We're out of here. See you all next week. God willing.
This podcast has been a production of Anime Jam Session and AJS Productions. No fanboys and fangirls were hurt, maimed, shot, electrocuted, or pistol whipped in this episode. For now. The views, opinions, and thoughts expressed on this show do not reflect the staff or the network as a whole. But we're still right, damn it. For transcripts of this episode, start typing. Check us out at AnimeJamSession.com and VogNetwork.com for more information about us and other programming. Jamatane!